Oh, Hildibrand. Liz. That one. A gentleman falls rather than flies. Maybe lucky mostly got fucked hard by migraine last night. Please get better. Please get better, Sam. Get all the rest. I want to hear that you're doing better. Thank you for lurking. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Let's see what Hildibrand is up to. Ooh. Oh, it's Nashu. What's up? Well, I'll be Mrs. in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what they call serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You have got to help me find the inspector. Oh, hell yeah. Core, I was hoping you would silently agree. So I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I've triple checked my figures and concluded he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you are here, we are sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with a gentlemanly Highlander. Have you seen this dude? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I have had dealings with a man as you describe. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. What do you have to say? Good evening to you, madam. Oh, you're looking for someone. A gentlemanly Highlander, huh? I know not this man of whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress Elise does. She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I would not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Well, Elise, you better tell me. As ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom you seek. Begging your pardons, miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildibrand? An acquaintance of you, I presume? I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmund, or so it is rumored. Surely, as a ward of House Four Toms, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor. Caw, I knew it was serendipity. To Four Toms Manor. And she can't wait. She can't wait. Wait, let me just use this one. That's gotta be better. So many quests here. Well met, mistress. Do you require assistance? Aye, it is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmund is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We have found the inspector! If I'm not mistaken, the meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guests to depart. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort, not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well, we humbly accept your offer. And if it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. Protect the gazebo. Hey! She's nodding off. That must be Inspector Hildibrand. I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I have found the brisk earthen air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind both, a welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise. There you are, Inspector, I've been looking all over for you. Oh my god. Ifenrir. I say, who do I see before me? Not one but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Lord Godburn, but I thought... Hildy in Ishgarn. Oh, this is the first I've heard of it. Ah, I found you at last, heretic. Yes, you, the hulking brood with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. I beg your pardon, this man is an Uldan merchant here at the behest of House Fortoms. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fortoms? Then he couldn't possibly... What the fuck is he doing? Though there were those two wards but they were acquitted of all charges in a trial by combat. And if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to... Oh dear. A thousand apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer. And as you may have guessed, I am an inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Ho ho ho! A heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? Aye, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could he be a fan? It's probably him. Say again, you're acquainted with such a man? I see. And the man you're looking for is Lord Godbert's son, huh? It would seem that our investigations may be connected, so I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I am tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the selfsame individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehend him, that we might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go with him. This looks to be our best lead yet. Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and if there's a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it. Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. I love a weird... Oh, we're the only one just giving a nod, not like a bow. Just a nod like, yeah. We are bros. Redwald, my old man. He knew a bit. God damn, got burned. Jesus Christ. Are these your traveling companions? The mysterious muscular vagabond. Ah yes, a patrol sighted him lurking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report. Haha! The unmistakable scent of heresy. Ah, terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, that the Inquisition's operations might come under review. This is why Helone is my witness. I will find and bring a heretic to justice and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. She's nodding off again! Oh my god. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your cause, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. The hunt continues, onward to the Dusk Vigil. I am told that the region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. I am clothed properly, okay? Your ass is hanging out. It's just how you make money. Time to go partying. Final Fantasy making that. What was it? What was like this one person? Clubbing one night made 30 million gil or something? That's what we need to do. You do check out venues in the future. I don't even, to be honest, like I have no idea what clubbing even means, to be honest. Like what the fuck is clubbing in Final Fantasy? You just go to a place where people are and just like talk to them, I'm guessing. Sometimes you have the reason like you saw me with 100 was because I was raided by a friend. And that is why you saw me with 100. Usually we have like between 20 and 30. Bro, he's getting more and more naked, what the fuck? Fury, take me, it's freezing. Ah, this is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Over there, look, someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector! Inspector, is that you? As I live and breathe, of all the places to be united with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots, how fare you all this fine morning? What the fuck? Is your character the tall old guy? No, it's the half-naked one. It's the half-naked woman. Ah, a heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics. He's not a heretic, he's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Ulda, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence. So when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Ah, truly. Every last one dead? That is to say, irrevocably dead? Ugh. If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it is more than a little disappointing, you understand? Then, my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land in Kurthas? Now, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck.
Hey, motherfuckers!
Oh, Chadwick, thank you so much for the raid! Hope it a good stream! Went to Dark Souls. Are you playing it for the first time? Or are you doing like a challenge run? Oh, welcome, welcome. As for the founder of the Gentle Dead Man, our fates and our ether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. I did just beat it for the first time, this is why I ended up so late. Yo, congrats! Did you like it? Wait, only the base game or the DLCs as well? Because if you haven't played the DLCs are hella worth it. Truly good, sir. You can guide us to Inspector Hildibrand? As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify. Yes! This guy. Confound it! They have left us behind! I've now done Bloodborne, Demon Souls OG, Dark Souls 1 OG, 2. I'm definitely gonna do 3. I think like the Demon Souls remake is like really worth doing if you like have played the OG. You're on a good way to beat them all. I'm gonna do the DLCs after I'm done with 3 and ER. I can only recommend doing the DLCs of Dark Souls 2. I think like they were even better than the main game. Like the DLCs were really well done. Not Bloodborne? Wait, Bloodborne? I heard they are crazy good, plus it's been my absolute favorite so far. Do you mean Bloodborne DLC? Bloodborne DLC is probably like the best. As my favorite fights in like any Souls game. I feel like it's like the most boring take, but I think like Bloodborne is the best Souls game. I feel like everyone shares that same opinion. It kind of feels like it's like the boring take. But it's just that good. You never played it? It's not on PC? Well, just wait. Just wait a few years. Surely Sony will bring out the PC port. Surely this will happen. Who do they think they are, commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me. Where are you going? Jesus Christ. Resident will know. Ah, yeah, oh wait, yeah, I remember. It was because like the games didn't sell as well as they were hoping for. But to be honest, like, who the fuck thought releasing... Alright, who the fuck at Sony thought making exclusive games, keeping them on a console for 3 years, and then putting them on PC while the hype is already down? 'Cause 3 years later, there's no hype about the video game anymore, and the people that were interested in it either bought it on the console or they watched a walkthrough. Exclusivity or timed exclusivity is the dumbest shit ever. We are not in the time anymore where that makes any sense, I feel like. I'm guessing it was good, but not anymore. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there's also something else. Mayhap a powerful magic, confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here. These wastes are infested with wild beasts and you would have us split up? She can handle herself, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nashu? I take your meaning. My good zombie. Mrs. Prey, see to the lady's protection, alright? I can do that. Inquisitor Seer, would you care to take the lead? Come on, you two, the inspector is out there somewhere. Oh yeah, wait, we have like a new day. We can do like a new minion roulette. Which one are we getting? Goblin. So, made sense back then, when PC and console offered a completely different experience. And we also don't have 1,000 other indie games. Yeah! Dude, like back then... Back then, I actually bought a PlayStation 4 just for Bloodborne. Well, it was mainly just for Bloodborne. But then I also like bought like how's it called, Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff. What is this? Yo, what are those wings? My PS5 is a Blood Pop Vanilla pop machine. Same. Actually, same. The only reason I pull out my PS5 is when I find the game extremely cheap, even cheaper on Steam. Then I get on a PlayStation, but otherwise... but I wouldn't buy a console anymore. It's just not worth it. Look, that's got to be the inspector. Oh my god. And he's surrounded by giant fluffy man-shaped gazebos. Nay, my lady, they are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentleman gazebos, fearsome yet fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. How long was he in like that position? He's probably dead by now. Only she can save Mizuz Hildibrand now. Ooh, thank you so much for this stream streak. You okay there, man? Need some help? Gentlemanly legs. You wanna help? Inspector, Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch a cold. What are those sounds? Up, up, and Adam! Everyone is waiting for you! Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me. Is that my heretic? Confound it. I wanted him alive. Inspector Hildibrand is definitely not a heretic. And he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating. Like last time. Hildy ever was a late riser. Fear not, my wife and I had our ways of waking him. So that is normal how he sleeps, huh? Oh my god! Oh my god! Hildibrand, Helida, Maximilian! Right this instant. Why is he limit breaking? What the fuck? Oh my god. This is so stupid. Holy shit. Huh. Was it the Mandeville Meteor Strike? Or the Mandeville Meteor Drive? Ah, mayhap. Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time then. Out you go! Oh my god! Splendidly suplexed Lord Godburn. Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Curthas? And who are these people I see before me? But of course. Wells would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber, sweet but my beloved fans. Why do I feel as though I stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? Because you have. It's all just a fever dream. What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? Oh, then, when my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. A little Lilliphelin girl, how adorable! Nashu, please, note the firm, muscular legs. Not unlike my own, 'tis clearly a Lilliphelin boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him up and ascertain his identity. Whoa! What the fuck? There, that ought to do it. Giggy. What is this place? Who am I? What the fuck? I remember nothing. Hans face, your flies. It would seem that although father's ungentle ministration served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? Do not worry, young man. Everything will be alright. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can remember. Then can you help me to remember? Hearken to me now, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesic hobbledehoy. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Ah, effective as your explosives were in the past. I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hearty constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi? Is that my name? When you woke, you were muttering Gigi. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance for you. So until such time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? Clapping without hands again? Always. Always. Yo, Sports Bear. Hi, back from Mario Hoops. 3 and 3. Hope you had fun. A voicing Hildy quest would be cool. I feel it might not be a good idea because I feel like everyone got their own voice for him. Wait, what? But all that's just a sound all Mehmets make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a Mehmet Gigi anyway? Iggy, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am? Oh, they would voice Hildy. Ah. Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thanalan, then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer, though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. This is rather a lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. Oh no, it's that dude again. I don't really know like what to think about like the bigger budget. Because like most of the time a bigger budget just ruins games. I guess we will see how that goes. Did he take me, that man? Ugh. I suppose you have heard the news then, that Inspector Hildibrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. If you are looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God knows where with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil, sickness which has since been purged. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more, for now. I have no doubt that the inspector will turn up again like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow. Yo, what the heck? You look like a skater girl, what the heck? Hell, you just need a skateboard and then you can like do some sick tricks. You have a mount like that? Can't use it here though. Oh yeah, right. Let's see where this goes, maybe. Go somewhere outside. So, GR, I pray this day finds you well, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. It was unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold? Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the Inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Sure. Fury be praised, at least you have some reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that, that while the inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Fort Tom's Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Yo, that stuff looks cool though. But you even dyed your hair. That looks cool though. It really fits that outfit as well. Isn't she adorable? To the very pinnacle of the heavens. Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven elves to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven elves. Just so, such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. No, no, he's corrupting him. No. Well posed, Gigi, well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Inquisitor Seer, ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when 'tis plain to see that he is merely a precocious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl, as if those big beautiful boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity? Lashu, please. Were you not witness to the magnificent display of Mendelian masculinity mere moments ago? That's cause you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Yeah, ass out. There we go. That's what we need. It's just Inspector. What is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Oh, Lord Edmond, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi a boy or a girl? The important questions. 'Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you too. Has the whole world gone mad? Fine, fine. But even supposing that this Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon, miraculous resuscitation? I see. Then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Mandeville. I will even stand as witness here and now, if you wish. Inquisition, you say? Don't bring up the Spaniards. Adopt? That would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between your two houses. Yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Mandeville. Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! The inspectors finally became a father. It's so beautiful. Quiet. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmond. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son. We must away. This is so stupid. It is so stupid. Oh, hello. I would not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. That's how he becomes a stalker. Lord Godbird will be pleased to hear that his son is as hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. And what are those links? They don't even load for me. It's like an endless loading loop. Wait, are they down? No, they're up here. No, wait, they're down. There they are. Come now, Gigi, surely gazing upon the wondrous work of Ashgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Durin Meltemsard. Pray, do not fill the boy, the mammoth's head, with such nonsense. This is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know, I work there. Furthermore, I am quite certain that there is no House Durin Meltemsard, and that it is rather a ludicrous portmanteau of the four higher houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds and smell of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Yeah, let's make chocobo poop. Let's go. Damn, girl. Damn. Come here often? Slay girl. I guess as often as you play FF. Oh, you amazing, Nigel! Splendid specimens of horse bird flesh. Would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos. Okay. It didn't. But did Minecraft get more polygon? I will play Minecraft later. You got a really good mood today? I think I have a good mood today. I'm just the usual. I think. I don't know. You know, just because you found him in a Kurthan snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the market and exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me. But I want one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo, please, father. Don't say you want that one. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Ma, that weird-looking cat is staring at us. Ma. There's a weird cat standing there, staring at us. Ma. Blink, motherfucker. Am I that strange-looking? It's right there. Oh, I actually didn't notice. I'm sorry. I actually did not notice. The cameraman is really good, I have to say. What was it? Gotcha. Gotcha. Why bother? It's no use. Now, Gigi, you must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits! Is it supposed to be Gigi? Are you also like that one person that calls GIF? I swear to God, Gia, don't do it. Don't do it. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase costs. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. Was over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops. Eight cunts, 2 lord commanders and 1 duke. 100 million gil? What the fuck? Oh, alone, why have you forsaken me? Damn. Well, would you look at that?
Hey, motherfuckers!
God damn it. Dan, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. This is so stupid, man. It's a miracle! Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself! Did I do that? Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous! You are a born artisan, just like father! Papa Hildy's papa? Oh god! The Thomas, get some rest, take care of yourself. Thank you for the raid. Your grandpapa Godbird, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin, you wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they would love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it. This mammoth. Sir, I say, sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. I don't think he is your fucking flesh and blood, my man. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth. Gigi, whatever has gotten into you, you are my son. You are a man-devil man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You are a man-devil girl. Through and through. Stop it. Both of you. You're not my papa or my mama. Well, it is only to be expected. Iggy is at the rebellious age. Strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth. Maybe it's because people just keep fucking talking to him that he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth. How can you not? Oh, never mind. Of course, the course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentry stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. Papa. Wait, was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Is it up or is it down? Let's see. Little fella with a white-brimmed hen. Aye, he came through here, bought passage on a supply ship bound to Falcom's Nest. One of them, oh, whose name? Lalafeld, right? Funny little buggers, seem keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gate. And the sentries at the airship landing have seen no one matching his description. Falcon's Nest. Fury take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Wheresoever Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the winds. Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend the veils, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was, in fact, a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Kurthas, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him. Home to his heretic masters to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on this city. Ah, at long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch. The fuck is this guy, man? Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl. Oh, what makes you think that? It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such time as he does, we should endeavor to surreptitiously bring him around, or bring him round to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Mandeville way. Oh god. Yeah, he came from the Warhammer, you know, it's heresy. I actually saw there's like currently a Warhammer game for free on Steam. Hey Richard. But apparently the reviews are not that great. I forgot what the game was called. It was a Warhammer game though. Aha! I knew it. The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she would look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Godburn. I did tell her grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers. Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents. The selfsame ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father. Haha, what a fine young gentleman. Eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandibles beckons. I really can't be bothered. You have your chat input back? I'm glad you have it back. This is the original Chaos Gate? I actually have no idea which one it is. I think it was Chaos Gate, right? Oh no, it's Relics of War. Warhammer 40k Gladius Relics of War is currently free. From 40 bucks down to 0. Ah, it's a 4x. Oh. I don't know, like I still like 0 clue about Warhammer. I don't like the RTS games, but they're like other Warhammer games. Well, it's a CRPG. I should maybe try the CRPG. I need to make food. Before friends, you... Whoa. Friends start gaming. Gonna play PUBG again? Yeah, Rogue Trader it was. God damn, what happened here? What the fuck? The mammoth lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. Guys, did you do that? What the fuck is wrong with you? The poor guy! Oh, my head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he's glad to see you are unharmed. It would seem he was struck by a snowball, much like the Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi, we man-devils are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from moms above. And my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. True that. True that. Yes, Tavi, yes. I expect the Earth was no less brilliant for the experience either. Why are you... Are you nodding? Oh. He's behind me, isn't he? What good fortune to cross paths with you lot, so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us? Grandpapa Godbird. Grandpapa Godbird. Mama Nashu says, you wield the power of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpapa Godbird, grant me life, make me a real boy. Is he actually? Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. Oh no. No, no. Then let us begin. Damn, he naked. This body it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpapa Godbird. Thank you. Oh, but I have not even begun to begin. Buyer God, guide my hammer. Damn. Oh my god. What the fuck? Papa Hildy. I'm a Mandeville man. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Papa Hildy. Gigi. What the fuck is he doing? What? The fuck? AKK Ons. Oh, he's so happy. Also, that's a father-son bonding moment. Now that brings back some memories. Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! Oh dear, who could have done such a thing? By the Fury! It's just like the vase all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Guess who's back? It's you! Welcome. Hey, Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable. And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? Is that what's been troubling you all this time? But why didn't you say so? A Mandeville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look them in the eye and say, nay, I'm a Mandeville mammoth. The fuck? No! This is so stupid. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Mandeville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandpapa Godbert. Ah, it all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Ha ha ha. Oh, she doesn't like it. What? What? Uh-oh. Oh, because with Grandmama used... And what's so bloody grand about it? You made her sound like she's old. Uh-oh. Yay! I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Whoa, you don't want to have a mammoth? So it's not about the age thing? Fury, take me. I'd heard the tales of dark nights before, but no, it couldn't be. No, I think it was something far worse. Heretical. I guess not, but rules be damned, I'm not risking my life to find out. Hey, what the heck? What the fuck? Oh, is this BMing here? Like actual BMing. Sia, help me. Getting bullied. They are mad, utterly mad. The whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such a prominence, I will never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. Before today I didn't know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Stop being a racist! You retake me. The idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. Hey, Gaxaro. Be good. Go. I was going to look in, but you're driving here. You driving? Drive safe. Better drive safe. Right then, my superiors, having been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Mandeville, as witnessed by House Fortoms, proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is the product of heretical machinations and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a Mandeville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it is safe to say there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored the vase and itself to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have ever seen before. Oh, Forza Horizon, ooh. Oh my god. Can you not? What is this quest here? Towards the firmament. I'm guessing it's like savage dungeons and stuff, right? Like trials. That you stand here before me is proof that her alone smiles upon me to this day, and I have need of your assistance. And before you think to run away screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. It concerns the esteemed and now missing and presumed dead knights of the Heavens Ward. None have returned to the capital since all the unpleasantness began, yet recently we have heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. 'Tis heresy most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. But we will need all the help that we can get, which means, fury take me, we could benefit from a certain individual's serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he is like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way it will be on our terms, and we can keep an eye on that boy. Mammoth! Mammoth! Yes, right. Oh, you must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seem to enjoy a natural rapport, so... Praise alone, for a moment I was afraid you would make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors, and if I can't, to Fort Hobbs Manor. It's interesting that you can only get a house with like winning the lottery. It's insane. But why Papa Hildy? What's up? Because Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming a gentleman. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman? Ah, Inquisitor Seer. Good morrow to you both. Are you come as adoring fans or on business? Business. Always business. You may rest assured. And I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery? Murder? Tax evasion? Evasion? Wait, before we get into that, what's going on here? Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him return to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. Now, Gigi, I know you are fond of this gazebo. As are we all, but it belongs to Lord Edmund. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmund, would you? I guess not. Then where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle too? Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need for kettles or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please, where the red fern grows or the wild rose blooms. And yet you've been sleeping in Lord Edmund's gazebo for how long? I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu. Gazebos are quite expensive and dangerous if not domesticated. Dangerous indeed, my boy. And besides, we are gentlemen inspectors, free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away in the house beneath the gazebo? I guess. If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We are currently investigating reports of individual masquerading as Knight of the Heavens Ward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee with the promise of enjoying the company of these great sirs. Yo, Fuzz! Ruby!
Did you know? They call it Final Fantasy XIV because it is the 14th Final Fantasy. Also, Chris Redfield does not appear in the game because it does not take place in the Resident Evil universe.
See? This is what Final Fantasy should do. Collab with Resident Evil. Bring Chris Redfield in this game. Make it better. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experience to be so traumatizing that they have refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated, and for it you shall receive a due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor, say no more. I, Hildibrand, Age of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am well versed in the ways of the Pharaoh.
Have you heard of the
Sex!
critically acclaimed game? Those in the know call it by name. If you want to ascend to Autism Heaven, download and install Final Fantasy IM. Fun for all is up for grabs, as long as you don't mind grinding crabs. Oh ho 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 ho.
Welcome to Autism Heaven. We are in Autism Heaven. Wait, since when? Mommy, Mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for older. And leave my beloved boy to keep on playing at being an inspector as well as a father to a bloody mammoth. Bugger that, you're coming home right this instant. How can you say such things? It is my life's calling to be an inspector, and Gigi is my son. He's a man-devil man. Rand! Rand, as it is to you. But grand as it is to see you, you have come at a most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of a champion to defend them from fiends most foul. Come Nashu, come Gigi, we shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice. Thoughts, balls, he's stubborn, probably gets it from his sorry ass of a father? Jesus. I trust you lot will help me to keep him out of trouble, right? Then come along. Oh, don't you look at me like that. Well, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. Is there a link? Oh my god. Hear me out. I'm listening. Please, do you think me so foolish to fall for the charade? From what I heard from the others at nights bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heaven's Ward. As if I had not already memorized every detail of my dear Sir Adelfeld's face. Oh, wherever could he be? We play ARR MSQ before fighting Titan as Monk wearing that? Oh my god. Chris Redfield punching a bolt. I am truly outside her grace, my allowance all gone to waste on those I dare not say it. Mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Halone's halls. Who needs a gazebo? I do. There must be at least one fair maiden who can tell us something of value. I demand satisfaction, a swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions to line their pockets with gil? If Sir Charibert was here, he would purge the lot of them like the festering sickness they are. Ah yes, a pity he too remains missing. So very much a pity. Brother, what the fuck are you posting in my chat? What the fuck? Papa Hildy, that grandmama over there is staring at us. Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, you have only one grandmother. Second, and this is tremendously important, never ever call her that, at least not yet. Promise? Yes, father, I promise not to call Grandmama Julian Grandmama Julian. Greetings, milady. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And there I was thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off if you said the G word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy? Ah, my faithful assistants, have you gleaned any new information? Other than the fact that these women scorned seemed to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. Two women were telling me all about what they would do if they cornered Sir. Is this the best you can do? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies, and you call yourself a mandible man? I assure you, mother, we are only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is oft unraveled with a tug of a single loose thread. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time. Somehow I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek. Aye, 'tis true, I too was taken by the false promises of those awful men. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Velgin, so when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, and I looked on the hideous faces of those so-called grandsires, I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but their neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Edelshire. I know it's not much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. My lady, I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! And there you have it, our quarry can be found in Edelshire. Come, my lawyer assistants, justice awaits for no gentleman. That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Edelshire. Have you? Oh, we have. You mean we have to travel to the Dravanian hinterlands right now, just like that? So many blue quests still that I have. God damn, what is this? A repeatable? Unidentified flying object? Really, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of Uplander and Gobby citizens. We must do it sometime. What the what's it called? The repeatable? It's okay though. It's okay. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they were no match for Lady Julian and that pan of hers. Am I right? I want to see her make the bad gobbies fly again. God's sakes, Hildy. Accepting her, this lot would be dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense. I would never let I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. If I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. My keen inspector senses tell me that one of them has knowledge of the false knights we seek. I mean, isn't that a repeatable for like a blue quest? So I'm guessing I unlock something. But I feel like it was 60. I don't know what that is. And what is it, DM? Oh, stopp doch in Überbeweger. That's for raid stuff? Oh, yes. Loud dogs knows of grand sirs. Slick yabliners keep to selves and mingle not with gobby flock, but each to own. Loud dog says, no questions, only jingle shine. Ah, maybe I should do that at some point. I feel like back then I just saw like a blue quest. I was like, blue quest unlocks something. So like I ran around, accepted all the blue quests, but then seeing like some of the blue quests I can't even do because of like god awful long queue times. Oh, you must be talking about them grandsires. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago, as I recall. Pay visits to the Great Library though. I couldn't tell you why. Oh, I know all about the grandsires. They keep to themselves in a building of theirs south of the round spot. You had best watch out though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you for looking at them cockeyed. It's entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman? What? Look behind you, a three-headed gubu. Gabagu? Why do I feel like I have not seen the last of that old woman? A gabagu? Oh, so it's not needed anymore, huh? If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. The grandsires are holed up in a building to the south of the markets. Good show! There, that's the one. Come, let's inform the others. It would seem that no one is home. There is naught we can do but wait then. Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you and me and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You may be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened free society welcome of honest souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? As I live and Sko, Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville. Could that be I say, could that be Slowfix coin toss? Do you know this Gobby Inspector? I most certainly do. Why, Master Slowfix was my very first employer. Pshko! When traveling through Thanalan long ago, Gobbyflog was waylaid by Uplander bandits with no jingly shine to pay brass blades. We had no way to backtake goods until we make a busy deal with gentleman Uplander, that is. With fastness, he finds Uplander bandits and bring much bangy boom and returns to goodly gobbies, missing goods and great justice. Henceforth, Slowfix gains new appreciation of for Uplander, but for chance encounter with gentleman Uplander he never conceives of egalitarian utopia. Pshko! One may even claim Hildy a founding father of Ildershire with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is. How the memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid. But in my haste to escape I tripped over a barrel of fire sand and, as they say, boom gobby boom. Caw, no busy deals for the wicked. No busy deals indeed. But leaving that delightful anecdote aside, ye gods, Master Slowfix, just looking at what you and your flock have made of these ruins is making me big eyes. Pshko! Gobbyflock has come long way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten gentleman Uplander's kindness. Slowfix is here to offer hand lending. Well, far be it from me to refuse. My son Gigi has grown quite fond of the magnificent city, and so I should like to stay here with him and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodations. A humble gazebo, for example, would be more than sufficient. Why settle for a gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in areas or in arrears, and Slowfix happy to evict them. But we're pursuing the fields who lived here on suspicion of defrauding young women. Fraud? In Slowfix's egalitarian utopia? This he will not abide. All the more reason to let gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of grandsirs. No need for jingly shine either. Huzzah! A grand gazebo to call our own. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowfix. Thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobbyflock is possessed of a moral obligation to repay gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy new gazebo and good luck with hunt for grandsires. Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let us go and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be your canvas. Oh, he's gone and gotten himself a sodden gazebo. Bloody else. If he really thinks I'm going to let him keep on playing at being a father. There's no sign of the notorious grandsons. I dare say we're going to need more paint. Don't trust anyone over 60. Oh, as much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea. Hey, Inspector, is it just me or have those two been looking at us for the past few minutes? Oh, it is quite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee. Or maybe, just maybe, the Grand Bloody Sirs. Come on, they're getting away. Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run, reveal yourselves at once. I shall not ask you again. Come forth, grand sirs, name yourselves and answer for your misdeeds. Actually, there. Oh my god. Slayer of 1,000 worms, a silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens all on. Master of Magic's ancient but awesome, the divine hand which hath defeated all maladies save senescence and incontinence. Goon spawn. You know you shouldn't like keep that O. You should just like say like Gonspart and not Goon spawn. Goonsblöd. Answers Excelsior! I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. May have both. Grandsires, you stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishka to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terribly financial and emotional distress. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now, lay down your arms and surrender yourselves into my custody. Ha! The audacity of this boy.
Hikari Floofy asked
Oh
me,
no, Floofy!
should Mizuz drink water?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Mizuz should drink water. Keep them hydrated, especially during a long stream. A little sip break is always a good idea.
Okay, well, one sec, I'll drink. How about doing well, Fluffy? Sorry about that. It's so good, don't worry. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. Oh shit. You will rue this day and rue it hard. What is he doing? Oh shit. What the fuck? Gods, how I've missed this. The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness. It was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? And when we soared into those azure skies, we never truly came back down. Fuck. Do mine eyes deceive? Pixney of my heart, descendant from Helone's halls to guide me to her bosom? My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher, higher, higher. Yo, young buck. Higher, higher, higher. Orland! 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 Oh, fuck. Alas, poor Orland, I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man. Chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding. You will rue this day and rue it hard. What the fuck? Wait, I've seen this before. All too recently. Yes. Anyway, he is only mostly then, if the master of magic's ancient and awesome. He acts with all haste, the man may be yet saved. What? Oh, you're referring to me. I see, I see. With all haste, was it? Yes, yes. I'll get right on that. Oh, mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite. No, wait, that's no good. Let me see. Something of a rather less controversial tradition. Yes, something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh. And smite my foes! Foes? I thought you were friends. Saint Renette, bugger me with the bleeding gay bulk. My back. My back. It would seem I've underestimated you, lot. That makes two of us. Enough, leave the bee. Or do you not care what becomes of the mammoth? Yiggy, but when... how? I thought I recognized you. First in Ishgard, then in Ildershire. You've been following us since we left the capital. Bearer of faces far and fearsome, and the midnight shadow which hath deceived kings and queens. Doris! You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we would not see through your ridiculous disguises. And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap. For which we most grateful might. My companions are hardly cut out for life on the roads. All has been in preparations for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes from the first. The objective of this grand design has been this singular mammoth. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way, I have no desire to hurt the boy, but we require his help to reclaim that which is rightfully ours. Our youth. Confound it, I can't see. Damn it. They're very slowly getting away. Papa Hildy! Iggy! Stay strong, my son, I swear I shall find you. Well, strike me down for a fool, so desperate was I to seize the grandsires that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late, and now poor Gigi is in the clutches. What if I never see my beloved son again? I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Rats at hand by now. I very much doubt that, given that they were moving at a Mantoise's pace. The little milksop's right. Let's get after the old buggers. Huh? That's what my mentor used to call me, among other things. Oh, the memories. So it seems that the Grancers have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. How ironic. Also how premature we have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it. If only some man of opportunity would present itself. You taking a piss? Ask and you shall receive. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage and demand an exchange. Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. Oh, no, we shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Wait, she will stalk and subdue the Grancers, then relieve him of his armor? What? How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed. Oh, I swear to God, if he's actually taking a piss. Oh my God, where there's water. Oh no. Ah, I knew you would. Wait, who are you again? There's something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong yet tender looking fingers. I say you would be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young lady. There's this lingering ache, this tension that a gunspot can't seem to soothe with his magics. Remove my breastplate? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Pray lend me a hand with the straps. Surely, young lady, you are a saint. I swear, it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right, I should be seated to better receive your tender ministrations. I actually have to massage him. Ah, the healing tingle. With that I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches. My little pixney used to spread some on my chest and under my nose to help me sleep through the night. Come, do not be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot. Slowly, make me forget my troubles. Harder, harder, higher, higher. Close your eyes and dreams. No. The old dragoon's soft stirring suddenly stops and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend an hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals the resumption of his labored breathing. With the utmost care you remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements and at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled marbles. May he rest in peace. Are you jerking off an old man? It's for the quest, okay? Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you've taken care of the dragoon? And by taken care, I mean afford him all due courtesy of befitting a man of his years whilst returning with the equipment I require. Capital! Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland and free Gigi from captivity. But you two look nothing alike. They may be old but slow, but they are not blind. Oh, ye of little faith, you are in for a treat. For you shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of Mandavillian guile and subterfuge. Alright, let me see it. Is it time for dinner yet? We just ate, you daft bugger. And where in the hell's is Orland? I know he's gonna take a piss every hour, but damn it, he could at least be quick about it. Greetings, fellow antediluvians, I have returned. Oh, bollocks. It's about time. Okay, no, that's bollocks. Pack up your things, I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must first release young Gigi here, his behavior and becoming a gentleman to keep children in cages. What is 7 else are you blathering about? He's going to get away. Oh, he will not. See? Still here, within my care. Right then. On a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness. She retake me, it's working. It's about to work. He's about to work He's about to work out of there with Gigi, and they won't even try to stop him. So far, so good. I'm cold and there are marbles after me. I'm me, but you're also me. But I can't be unless... This is it? This is the moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pixney, we'll be together at last. Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so hacknight? It would make a minstrel blush. Ye gods, I never realized dying would hurt so much. Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. Vivi! Wait! My son, what's gotten into you? Vivi. Vivi. Where have I heard that name before? Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are. A creation of the great Shaolin Archmagus Quan. Quan was given life by Grandpapa Quan. What exactly do you remember, my son? Everything. Yes, everything. I remember that Grandpapa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpapa Quan abandoned me. He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again, and so in his ignorance he cast you out and died all alone. Turn back the hands of time, then what we witnessed in a Crozier with the Duke's priceless vase, that power could be brought to bear on people? But wait, how do you know all of this? You couldn't have possibly been associates of those Archmagus Quan. We found his journals during one of our many trips into the Great Library. Scavenging for valuable relics is one of the very few ways we have left to make a living. We were famed heroes of the war in our prime, with fortunes to match, but no soldier has the strength to triumph over time. And before we knew it, the hours of the sheath was upon us. Ishgard no longer had need of our service. So we came here to eke out a living, to keep doing what we do best until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime as it were. A mammoth with the power to take that which was broken and restore it to its prime state, to turn back time with its temporal magics and give us back our misspent youth. Here, take me. This is also... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. We knew where to look. With the journals, we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the Western Highlands. A chance for a second chance was within reach, and then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us and we can help you to unlock your true potential. It's a trap! Just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan. Vivi. Vivi, Vivi. Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best you can animate a corpse, and they need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury. No! Iggy, wait! What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? You are a bendable mammoth! You have always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will never be grateful. I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpapa Quan made me, he made me, and I miss him, so even if it fails, I have to try. What are you doing? They're getting away, we have to stop them. Ahab, we must respect Gigi's decision. So that's the end of that chapter, eh? Are you giving up and coming back home? I too made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector, and I have ever stood by it. Mayhap it is from this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal magics to pervert the natural order. Aye, it falls to me, his father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work and cannot thank you enough for all you have done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to rash actions. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grandsires for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully. Well, seeing as how we can only guess at all the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them. I knew you would understand. Right then, there is no time to waste. Lashu, let us retire to our new gazebo and discuss our plans. I suppose it would be a shame had he given up that easily, but it means I'll have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, if the bloody mammoths really got the power to make them young again, then hehehe. Oh wait, he's right here. I said I would suspend my pursuit, and I will, but that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth and its powers in Ishgard. Oh, actually just AFK. Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of Charlan origin, and I had a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. This is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one. I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you. Will be all.
We need to speak. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding temporal magic since last we spoke, and the results have been rather troubling, to say the least. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Alec is portrayed in the Enchiridion as a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Allegan are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. It was in these texts that I found references to a temporal magics once wielded by the Allegan mages. That magics could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities in these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grandsires, much as he restored the Duke's priceless vase. That being said, there's no telling how this will work with regards to a living being. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered. Even if the vessel were restored, what would become of its former contents? Would it be filled with water as before? The very same, every drop returned, or would it be different water? Or would the water once spilled be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend, or even if one could use the magics to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? The grandsires are convinced that they can regain the lost youth, and mayhap they can, but the dead who have entered into Helon's halls can return. They cannot. Yet Gigi is nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect Archmagus Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Shaolin texts in the archives, Archmagus Quan was an accomplished scholar known for his study of ancient elegant magics. Further evidence that the Gigi's abilities are likely derived from ancient traditions, I suppose. But more importantly, I learned the location of the Archmage's former residence. Mayhap we could find something of interest there. Something which could help us to persuade Gigi to change his course. I had in mind to summon Inspector Hildibrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? Or your mate? Excellent, then let us be about our business. I saw you, heretic! I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a heretic? Yes. You, Inquisitor Seer, I saw you sneak into the archives and seek out the forbidden tomes. Saw the mad light in your eyes as you partook of the forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love of, I did all of that for my investigation. Aha! You admitted your crimes. That you did secretly, without permission, in blatant contravention of our rules. You reached for forbidden tomes. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Acquisitory Doctrine. You stupid, ignorant. Are you also desperate to keep your goddamn jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world and his wife of heresy? Is that what we've been reduced to? I am sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we are better than that, damn it. We are better than that. Oh, okay, dude. If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. Well, that all came tumbling out, didn't it? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter, or that I still have a professional one. Somewhere along the way I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth. Perhaps, and a way to help those in need. But there's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? And it's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Let us depart for Idleshire at once. We need to find the inspector. Was that what Mrs. Morning Coffee costs more than your life? Harvey. A cup of coffee costs me 40 cents. Can't tell me 40 cents is more than your life. It's 40 cents. Now, if you like calculate it down, like coffee, milk, down to like a cup, it's 40 cents. It's 40 cents every time I make a cup of coffee, basically. There's a reason why I'm doing this at home and I don't buy coffee anymore. Because hell fucking no, I'm not buying €4 coffee anymore. That shit is a scam. I could just make it for 40 cents myself. Yeah, everything is getting ridiculously expensive. That's why it's better to just like pay a little bit more, get yourself all the stuff you need, and just make it yourself. In the long run, you will save so much money. It seems we arrived too late. Inspector Hildibrand has already gone off on his own to confront the Grand Seers. They came back briefly to trade Jingli shines for supplies and whatnot, you see. And the Gobby's ear caught them trading tongue flaps talking about killing dragons in the Forelands. When the inspector learned about it later, he said he had to get after them right away and backtake Gigi. He said he had a duty, not as an inspector but as a father. Bugger then. He's got no obligations to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of his own free will, as I recall. I swear I turned my back on the boy for one bleeding second and he loses his goddamn mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Don't you think we should try to find him and offer a hand landing? I'm rather more concerned about what will happen if the Grandsires attack, or worse, kill any of the Hel's Avelga's brood. But first things first, I suppose. Would you be so kind to assist Mistress Nashu and Julian in the search for the Inspector? I will pay a visit to Archmage's Quan's abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think to refuse, know that you need not fear of my safety. Let us just say that our singular experiences together have inured me into the harsh realities of, well, reality. Huh? Could it be the scrawny little shites finally found his spine? Let's start by heading to Tailfeather. I reckon the inspector probably went there first to ask after the Grandsires, so if we do the same, we're sure to catch up with them eventually. Oh no, like the most I paid for coffee because I was desperate was at an airport in Switzerland. €6.50. €6.50, and it was a small one. 2 sips and that coffee was gone. Never again. Never again. Right then, I say we split up and make inquiries separately. If you learn anything about the Inspector or the Grandsires or Gigi, come and tell me. Hey you guy! Thanks for streaking it. The Guardians with the mammoth. They were here, proclaiming to all and sundry that they were going to slay the greatest dragon of them all. But solely know if the naive fools were serious. Hope you're doing well, guy. Welcome, welcome. Three dragon slayers and a mammoth, eh? I would call you a mama if I hadn't seen them one come through earlier, boasting about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. Oh, those daft sots. They were for Annex Shrine. Not quite sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident, that much I recall. Ah, that's a big boat, Jesus Christ. Ah, I see. To the Grandsires. So like Grandsires headed for Annexed Shrine. And my dear boy wasn't far behind them either. What are we waiting for? Let's go, let's go! Upon switch chat is a 7 TV extension. I have not had a single problem with 7 TV so far, actually. It's weird because I saw people in the chat having problems with it, but I have no problems at all. It works as intended for me. I hate to download it then. Just to be safe, I'm guessing. It should just disappear all of a sudden. Oh, that's what it is! I've heard that, yeah. I heard some people saying that like the chat is gone. And they don't know why. So it's that's the problem then. Probably not. I probably won't do anything after Hildy. Not in Final Fantasy. Yeah, since I don't have uni next week, we can do an extra day of Final Fantasy if you want. You could do Monday and Tuesday. Since Monday is a holiday, maybe there was like people around for Alliance raid. The poor unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orland is quite firmly embedded in the earth. Would you look at that? The inspector sure gave him what for? That may be, but where did the other two get to? Not to mention the mammoth. Why don't we pull him out and ask? Though having said that, it looks easier said than done. Isn't that Hildibrand? He still has the armor on. Oh, how silly of me. I'm sure you've got more than enough strength to yank him free, right? What a surprise. Well, I'll be. He's wearing some sort of a magic mask, what makes him look just like the inspector. Just like that man of 1,000 faces back in Ulda. No, that's Hildibrand, alright. There's no fool in a mother's eye. I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time? Damn. The man is back. Why, hello there, Lord Godbird and Inspector Sir. How did you two end up traveling together? Blind fortune, you might say. I was too far from Tailfeather when night began to fall, but fortunately Lord Godbird chanced to find me wandering in the wilderness. Lord Edmund told me all about this recent trouble with the Grandsires as well as Hildy's investigation, and the father cannot help but take an interest in his son's affairs, can he? As for me, I was eager to share with you my latest findings, namely Archmage Quan's research notes. I haven't slept like that since I was buried in the Lich Yard. Do the pose, Hildy. Do it. Well, I must confess no small measure of embarrassment to be found in such a state, having been so unceremoniously disposed of by the Grandsires. But ignominy notwithstanding, I am most grateful of your succor and pleasantly surprised to be united with you all. This wouldn't have happened had you waited for us instead of... Wait, why in the hells are you still wearing that rubbish? An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal elements. Lest would seem the Grand Sirs have grown more perceptive in their newfound youth. Wait, do you mean they've already regained their youth? What about Gigi? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely? Now that you mention it, his warm, soulful eyes were rather more pointy than I remember. By the Fury, not pointy! According to Archmage's Quan's notes, that's a sign Gigi's using too much magic. If he carries on like this, his ether will be expanded, and he will end up not more than an empty husk. This is terrible news. We must catch up to the Grand Sirs at once. Do you know why they were... do you know where they were headed? All I heard was that they were keen to slay dragons. They were bound for the Churning Mists in a place called Zenith to kill a great worm named Nidhogg. Really? That all happened, huh? I meant the other one, Hildibrand. Hildibrand, Fury take me, what could they possibly hope to achieve? Hey, Virus. But to be honest, the one-time Floss can manage to be online is the one you do not content that requires people. That's unfortunate, right? When people are online, Floss is not there, but when people are not online, Floss is there and can join. It's like, unfortunate. All is Gigi, also known as Vivi, but his secret is safe with you. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby ask you all to aid me in rescuing my son and putting a stop to the Grand Sir's machinations. You know, there's really no need for all that. We came because we wanted to help. I, Nashu, faithful assistant, maker of explosives extraordinaire, do hereby present you, or to you, this fresh change of clothing. Capital! I knew I could count on you, Nashu. I shall change en route. Come, my friends, to Zenith and to Gigi. Yeah, let's just hope that Floss's internet will be good on Monday. Make ready, my friends, the final battle with the Grand Sirs is at hand. Ugh, it would seem my wounds were more serious than I thought. I fear I'm in no condition to confront our foes. There's but one thing that could restore me to my former indomitable self. If you tell me to massage you again like last time, I'm gonna lose it. Do not. Do not. Don't you worry, I've got some salamander. Oh no! Oh my god, dude, I just read salamander oil. It is over. It's fucking over, man. Don't you worry, I got some salamander oil right here. Shall mommy give her baby boy a massage? Yes, please, you do that. Oh, my dearest mommy, mother dearest, I would not impose upon you, not when my ever-loyal associate stands ready to minister to my muscles. Oh, no. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Let mommy take care of little Hildy's hurts. My dear wife, I know you mean well, but let her handle it. I can personally testify to the healing talents of her strong yet tender fingers. If that's the way of it, I'm counting on you. Let us brook no further delay. Come, my friend, coat my body in oil, as you have done many a time before. Why do you hesitate? I wonder why I hesitate. Oh, now it soothes my aches and pains. Quickly now, knead it into my flesh. Knead as you have never kneaded before. Such furious kneading. I applaud your enthusiasm, but mayhap I urged you to excessive force. Haha, nay, you were in the right. Already the gentle warmth begins to spread throughout my body. The fires of righteousness burn anew in my breast. Hold, my son! Though your passion is renewed, you may yet be spurred to greater feats of Mandavillian strength. Derived from the purest essence of salamanders, the ancient legacy of House Mandeville, Salamander will, to you, my beloved son, now become a proud father. I bequeath this most sacred of oils. Salamanderville, could it be that the legends were true? Your muzzle shall shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. No mortal man have the power to do you harm. Verily it is so, for by its grace did I once weather the slings and arrows of a bandit horde and bring my hammer to justice to bear upon their wicked heads. The time has come. Take this oil and help Hildy become the Mandeville man he was meant to be. What does it say? The best of the best for a Mandeville man to rise to the top as the dream only can. So for the lack of a logical plan, massage the Mandeville, demand the Mandeville man. God. Salamanderville. Oh, it flows into every nook and cranny. Quickly now, lay your hands upon me. Massage me with all your might. Oh, yes, yes. That's the spirit. I can feel it building and rising, rising. God damn. Oh, such passion, such fervor. I am the inferno unbound, the tempest unleashed, but I have not yet begun to pose. I am Amanda, and Mandeville man. The Salamanderville is my word. I have never felt so alive. Such vibrant colors, such intense sounds, such fragrant smells. A relationship in the future with the main cast? But no. They didn't do it in the end because it was indeed once planned. I'm glad they didn't. I am glad they didn't do that in the end. That would only spurs problems. Mother, father, 'twas your oils and your strong yet tender fingers which opened my eyes to the glory of creation. I am a gentleman inspector reborn. Onward to zenith, no matter the laws of nature they pervert or the limits they break, the grand sirs can do naught to stop me. I'm actually glad they didn't. It's an unneeded thing. It's such an unneeded thing to have. Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh my god, he's so evil looking, no! And sirs, I have come for my son. Ah, must we do this now? We have a dragon to slay. There is no need for any of this, the war is over. But not for long, the worm's death will give rise to a new era of fire and blood, and we, having consumed his eyes, will use our new powers to win untold glory. On the battlefield, our legends will echo in eternity. You would doom countless innocents for glory? No, I won't allow it over my dead body. Far be it from us to deny you then, and this is the end for you. The ultimate end. Oh, fucking limit... Actually limit breaking it. What is this Sephiroth looking attack? This reminds me of fucking Sephiroth again. Oh my god. Damn. Have faith, my love, is our son. Oh my god, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, thank you so much for the raid. I've been a good stream. Welcome, welcome.
Motherfuckers.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good time. Wait. Oh, Xenoblade. Yes, my favorite. Hope you're enjoying it.
Attention, please. Attention, please. Nice to meet you.
Welcome. I hope you're having a good time with Xenoblade. It's one of my favorite video games of all time.
Attention, please. Attention, please. Nice to meet you.
Xenoblade is next. Xenoblade and Nier are like my favorites by far.
Attention, please. Attention, please. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for all the follows. I really appreciate it. Holy based, I know, right? I'm playing Replicant soon. Replicant is my favorite game of all time. I think Replicant is better than Automata. But only by a little bit. Agreed, yeah! Let's go! No, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I wish there would be more games like that. I'm kind of missing that. Those like highly philosophical games that give you like an existential crisis. I want more of those. Oh no, welcome. We are currently doing the second Hildibrand adventure. We're basically at the end of it. We are currently I'm playing technically for the first time Final Fantasy XIV. Speaking of which, can you tell us when you're gonna complain again how I play it, huh? Yeah, he got his ass beaten right now, but he's standing up again. See, Gigi, my beautiful boy, pray do not look on me with such pointy eyes. Let Papa Hildy take you home to our gazebo. Stop calling me that. My name is Vivi. Vivi, I remember everything. My powers, my purpose, my grandpapa Quan. I made him young again, but it is not enough. I need more. More! I need the worm's eyes, and then I can finally bring him back. I'm sorry, Gigi, but no, you cannot. Grandpapa Quan is gone. He is right, Gigi. Mayhap you could restore his corporal form and breathe life into it, but his soul, what made him your grandpapa, is forever beyond your reach. That's not true. I can't restore anything to its ideal form, to the way it should be. Even Grandpapa Quan, even you, Papa Hildy. Please, Gigi, you have to stop. If you keep using your powers, you'll die. Oh shit, you restored him! Oh. What's going on? I don't understand. Your clothes are still dirty and tattered. As they should be, Gigi. For my every waking moment. For my every waking moment is as the gods intended. Every day I live life to the fullest. Every day I enjoy grand adventures. I found your grandpapa's research notes. That he gave you wasn't the power to make things the way they were. He gave you the power to change the world, to make things the way you yourself believe they should be. And that's why your magics have no effect on the inspector, because you know in your heart that his battered and bruised form of his is, in its own way, right. Icky. My thoughts exactly, Inquisitor Sir. And it is for the self-same reason that you were unable to make Grandmaster Quan younger. In your heart you knew there was naught that needed to be changed. Your beloved grandpapa was exactly as he should be. Your every day was to be treasured and worthy of celebration. Oh my god. Then what about the grandsires? Why was I able to make them young again? All you truly knew of them were the stories they told, wondrous tales of daring do by heroes in the prime of their lives. It's no wonder you were able to envision them as such. That's all they ever talked about when they were young and free and full of fire. At first, Archmagus Quan didn't understand the true nature of your abilities. He struggled to deduce why you could not make him younger as he originally intended. Eventually, he realized that your fond memories of him were preventing you from conceiving of him as anything but an elderly creator, and that the only way to achieve his goal would be to take them from you. But you were all he had left in the world, no longer a mere mammoth, but a friend, family, his only family, his grandson. He couldn't bear to lose you, so he renounced his quest for immortality. But I still lost my memories in the end. He was afraid of leaving you all alone in the world, afraid that others would attempt to take advantage of you and your magics. So before he died, he decided to take your memories from you after all, to protect you. But despite his best efforts, something remained, something stronger and more powerful and more resilient than anything Archmage's Quan ever dared dream. You were never broken, Gigi. You were never abandoned. All he wanted was to set you free. Free? Free to do what? Whatever you like, Gigi, don't you see? That was his final gift to you. A new life, a new story, all your own. This has all been very, very touching, but we're not getting any younger. Well, you aren't, at any rate. Oh, he took that personally. We have suffered your meddling long enough. I had intended to use this trap to kill the worm, but since you are so perfectly positioned... I'm gonna tank that, right? Oh. Oh. Oh my god, wait, what? What is that? Limit break. I am Vivi, grandson of Archmage's Quan and Gigi. Wait, what? He's doing it! W Vivi. Did he just sacrifice himself? It's not plain. Oh!
Aww. How long is he out for? Sleeping. Like it never happened. By the last of his strength, he turned back at the hands of time. Not just for the pillars, but for us all. He made us all as we once were, as we were meant to be. After all that gallivanting about I get bugger all, what about my misspent youth? I was not meant to be this bloody old. Such a fine day, and never have I squatted with such perfect form. I may well have reached my physical peak. What the sushi fellow?
Nice to meet you.
What rot? Act your age, you daft sot. You look foolish. You should be grateful. Gigi saw what you had become and gave you a second chance. That was our second chance to relive our glory days. It was all rather silly though, wasn't it? Maybe Quan had the right of it. Maybe it's not so bad growing old. I was a coward when I was young, but now that I'm old, I'm not afraid to say things like, I love you, Doris. You are a blind, bloody fool, Grandspart. I say, am I dead again? But alive, Inspector, along with everyone else, thanks to Gigi. The Grand Sirs are also in our custody. Haha, that's my boy. Where's the little tyke anyway? Ooh, what are they gonna tell him? Are they gonna tell him? Gigi embarked on a grand new adventure. He is no longer with us. I see. That's what he wanted then. I could not be happier for him. I'm sure Archmage's Quan would feel the same. What do we do now, Inspector? Is it not obvious, Nashu? The wide, wide world beckons to us. With the promise of mystery and wonder, we shall resume our never-ending quest for cases perplexing and profound, and perhaps one day we shall meet young Gigi again. I hate to admit it, but this whole mess got me thinking that maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I really did have a grandson.
You did right by Gigi, Hildy. Your father and I can see that. We are proud of the man you have become. And I am proud of you too, Mother, for finally coming to terms with the ephemeral nature of physical beauty and allowing yourself to age gracefully. She's getting angry again. Gracefully, was it? I'll see you next time, Hildy. I feel we may have had a failure to communicate. Oh, she's going after him. I'll see you in Stormblood, my dude. There he goes again. Wait for me, Inspector. Wait. Ah, what is that curious light I spy in the far eastern skies? And this oh so familiar scent which fills my nostrils. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there, till we meet again. I say, you do know that so long as the core remains intact, little Gigi is not actually dead. That's right, so dry your tears, boy, and there's no need for all this moping about. He has fallen into a dormant state because he used up all his ether. His core will gradually recharge as it draws upon the ambient ether, and in time he will awaken from his torpor. I shall tend to the child for now. As for these three, I should be glad to take them back to Ishgard in your stead. A most generous offer, my lord, but hardly necessary. After all, 'tis my duty to bring them to justice. Oh yes, it was my duty. After everything I said to that young Inquisitor, I can't go back to Ishgard. They'll toss me in a jail and throw away the key if they don't kill me outright. So go to Illushire and live in Hildy's gazebo. Someone ought to look after it while he's away, no? That doesn't sound all that bad, actually. So glad I am to accept your offer. Yeah, it's fucking not. I suppose there's nothing for it but to wait until he comes back down. Was a most graceful strike, my love. You haven't lost your touch. I suppose there's nothing for it but to leave the grandsires to Lord Godbert and for me to see to Inspector Hildibrand's gazebo. I would like to thank you for everything you have done. If you find yourself in Illushire, come and see me. There are a few arrangements that I need to make, but I can't imagine that it will take that long for me to settle in. Thank you, my friend. Until we meet again. I love that it still stays there. That's such a nice drawing. Looking back on the course I've run, it's hard not to think of the man I was and feel ashamed. Before I took on this case, I had only left the capital a handful of times. The rubbish I believed, the facts I considered unassailable. Here, take me. What a fool I was. If I hadn't met you and the inspector and Gigi, I would have never realized how much I had come to hate my job, nor would I have discovered how much more satisfying it is to seek out the truth, the whole truth. One might say that getting labeled a heretic and having to flee Ishgard is the best thing that could have happened to me. After all, now that I'm free to start a new life here in Ilshire as a consulting inspector. Let's go! Ah, but enough of that. There's someone I would like you to meet. It's a baby Gigi! Lord Godbert made some modifications, as you can see. His smaller size should allow him to absorb ether more effectively over time. We thought that if he were to travel with you and share in your grand adventures, that maybe it would hasten his reawakening. Thank you, my friend. I do hope our paths cross again someday. May the Fury bless you and keep you. We got in! We got the best minion. Did you know I have a Vivi plush? Middle part is white. Well, it's also black. I was like a little bit black in there. Oh, you keep that. You fucking keep that. Bye-bye, flies. Have a good day at work. Oh my god, they're back up there as well. What is that? Beat the quest. Oh. Gigi's best friend? That's me. That's me. Wait, that's a title? Or what is that? See? That's me. Is it?
That's me. That is me. Go away, goblin. No one wants you anymore. No one wants you anymore. Where is he? I'm playing with you, goblin. Got a new one. Where is he? Do I have a limit? Yes. Yeah. Coming. Hey, Asan! Wait, you can't talk? Are you sick? I got sick. Did you go outside? Don't touch grass, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Oh, look at him! Look at him. You got that thirsty Valorant e-boy voice right now. Oh. Yeah, I'll play some Valorant. Get those e-girls. Do it. Bye, cool, we are done. Nice. Second part is done. I might just put Vivi in there as well. Favorite. Or not mount. I think I also like that from that Chocobo racing game. That one I like as well. The fucking Moa is also kind of cool. I would like the 2B one. I don't know about that one. Yeah, we're playing on the wrong server. I heard like the real people play on Balmung. Where the real people play. Nobody gets in Balmung ever. They get off Balmung. Didn't even know I have a koala as well. What the heck?